Did Lucy Gray survive? While there's no way to know for sure how Lucy Gray's story ends without Suzanne Collins putting it on record, there are clues throughout the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes that hint that Lucy Gray did survive, and I'll present them in order from weakest to strongest. The first two hints are based on symbolism, but the third argument is based on indisputable facts. 1. In the arena, the capital snakes couldn't hurt Lucy Gray, and we know that Snow is a capital snake. 2. If mockingjays are symbolic of rebels, then when Snow says he killed 3 people, Bobbin, Sejanus, and Mayfair, that would match the number of mockingjays that he shot on page 477. If he had killed 4 mockingjays before trying to kill Lucy, I would think he'd successfully killed Lucy. But since it was only 3, I don't think he killed Lucy. Now on to the facts. Number 3. In chapter 23 of the first Hunger Games book, Katniss states, "That's right, if we win, we'll each get a house in the part of town reserved for Hunger Games victors. Long ago, when the games began, the capital had built a dozen fine houses in each district. Of course, in ours, only one is occupied. Most of the others have never been lived in at all." And in the epilogue of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, we read, "And to tempt a better class of tributes to possibly volunteer, Snow suggested that the victor should be given a house in a special area of town tentatively called the Victor Village, which would be the envy of all those people in the hovels." We know that there were 4 victors from District 12, Haymitch, Katniss and Peeta, and a victor before Haymitch, whose name Katniss doesn't know. This is Lucy Gray. Katniss said that only one of the houses in Victor's Village in District 12 is occupied. Most of the others have never been lived in at all. Haymitch is living in the occupied one. Most of the others haven't been lived in means at least one has been lived in. Otherwise, Katniss would have said none of the others have ever been lived in. Only Lucy Gray could have lived in the other house. But we know that the Victor's Village wasn't built until after Snow returned to the capital. And obviously, Lucy couldn't have lived in the house until after Snow returned to the capital and Victor's Village was built, which means, drum roll please, Lucy Gray lived. Some readers argue that the covey ran to District 13, but then who lived in that other house? Who taught Katniss's family the Hanging Tree song? How did her father know of the lake? I'll post another video later addressing how she would hide from the mayor. But that's just what I think. What do you wonderful people think happened to Lucy Gray? Is she dead, alive, or a ghost? Let me know in the comments. As always, keep weaving the threads of your stories.